All right, it's December 2nd, and here we are with Fanatics Collect Weekly Auction Recap Breakdown for weekly auction number 150. I had a great week at home. My girls that are in college were home for the holidays, so I had all 7 of my kids underfoot just the way that I like it, and we had a blast. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving as well. We're back in the saddle today. I am leaving town this weekend and next, but don't worry. I've got you guys covered, so you're going to get your Cajun Cardboard videos because I'm the most consistent content creator in the hobby, regardless of my world travels. Enjoy today's video. Number 1 on the list is absolutely going to blow your mind. Not in a good way. Well, maybe in a good way. I have no idea. We'll talk through that. But there's some really interesting stuff going on here. We're going to ring that damn cowbell. I promise you that. I think you're going to enjoy today's breakdown. We're doing the top 48 basketball cards that sold last night on Fanatics Weekly Auction number 150, ending December 1st. Enjoy the video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code CAJUN, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's get you guys over on screen share. We'll start with a Green Jolly Rancher Disco PSA 9 2023 Select Victor Wembanyama. This card is serial numbered 1 out of 5. This PSA 9 Pop 1 did 4,680. Next to it, we've got a LeBron James card that I don't think I've ever seen. This is his 2005 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. It is serial numbered to 50. It's a BGS 9.5 mixed gem. This is a Pop 11, and it sold for 4,680. I don't remember seeing this card, to be honest with you. It's a really good image of LeBron, but it says draft picks and prospects basketball over on the right, which is weird because it's 2005, and he was a third year in that year. Next to that, we've got a Kobe Black commemorative logo, serial number 2, jersey number 24. Denominator jersey number 24, BGS 7.5. This Kobe did 4,800 as well. So we're starting at about a 5,000 threshold on card number 48, which is about normal. Next, we've got a St. Vincent St. Mary's Auto LeBron BGS 9 does 4,800. And the first card we're going to look up is our Star 1984 number 288, just to make sure it's still going down. And it is. So we've got the chart pulled up. There's your card. One of the 4 Michael Jordan 84 star cards. This is a Pop 134 in a BGS 7.5. You can see when Starmania occurred all the way through September 8th, it was selling for $11,000. It came down to $6,000, which was a pretty devastating drop to begin with, and then it's come all the way down to $4,800, which is almost back to where the damn thing started last December. So we're almost full circle as expected, as predicted. We'll keep an eye on that card in that particular grade and see where we go from there. Next, we got that old school. I see this every once in a while. It's a Jordan. It's orange and black, so it's an interesting Jordan autograph. It's got the white Sharpie-ish type autograph on it, but it's the Exquisite Collection, black old school, serial number to 75. This is a 9.5 copy, a great looking card. It is a Carolina auto, not a Bulls auto, which is why it only goes for $5,040. Next to that, we've got an Upper Deck black Jordan auto, serial number to 23. This BGS 9.5 does $5,040. And then we've got another LeBron Gold Refractor. This is another Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. This one, however, is serial number to 99 from 2007. Another great image of LeBron James. This one where he's rocking the cradle and dunking it backwards. This PSA 10 is a Pop 11, and it sold for $5,160. That seems really low to me. I'm not an expert on the LeBron Gold Refractor stuff, but that seems low to me. Again, I know Bowman Gold is different than Topps Chrome, and I know 99 is not 10, and it's definitely not even 50 like Topps Chrome. But this one sells for $5,160. Gold is gold unless it's not. And this one is serial number to 99. Next, my pet peeve. You guys know it. We always talk about it. There is nothing more frustrating than when I see somebody take a really good, really important, really iconic, really valuable card that's going to grade well, and then they try to save $4 by not putting Beckett subgrades on it. Number one, just the fact you're sending it to Beckett is interesting. And number two, the fact that it came back and you said, you know what, I'm going to save my few bucks and I'm not going to put subgrades on it. Well, it's going to cost you, and we've got proof of that again today. This Scoring Kings BGS 9.5 does not have subgrades on the back. You'll just have to trust me. It sold for $5,280, which is noticeably down from a $6,600 last sale, which inevitably it almost certainly had subgrades. You can obviously always go into view all sales on Card Ladder and check yourself. There's your card right there. There's your subgrades. There's your subgrades. There's your subgrades. Here's the one without subgrades. Which one did worse? 62, 66, 52. I'll let you do the math. It's pretty simple, people. If you I rarely tell people what to do. I'm telling you not to do something here. Do not grade your damn cards with Beckett and not get subgrades. If you, for whatever reason, feel that Beckett is the place that you need to go to grade your cards instead of PSA, of which I'm an affiliate partner, PSA, but for God's sakes, the only one thing Beckett has going for it is the damn subgrades. So certainly get the subgrades, pay the extra $10 or $12 or whatever the hell it is, man. Just pay it. So bad sale there, but not the card's fault. It's not your fault, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It's the card's fault. It's the Beckett's fault. 2012 Prism Kobe Bryant Silver PSA 10. This card did right on the number, and this is a card that's a pop 27. I thought this card should have done more. This card has on occasion, way back in the day in 2021, I think this card was running hot and heavy. 2012 Prism was the rage. Trust me, I know, because I'm a set collector of this particular first-year Prism set. But this one does 5,400. We've got a Chet serial number 224, BGS 8.5. This is his National Treasures Gold first off the line parallel. 5640. Chet's been out for a while, and he's got a long time still to go. I think he fractured his hip because it's, the size of a baby's hip. And so he's going to be out for quite a while. I know he is the foundational piece for my fantasy basketball team, which is struggling mightily without Chet Holmgren's blocks and percentages and all the things that he does, rebounds, etc. When he comes back, OKC is going to be a juggernaut. I think that is when they'll probably separate in the West. 97 Skybox Premium Star Star Rubies Ray Allen. This card is serial number 250. This is the team Skybox, right? The Jordan's the number 235. The Ray Allen's number 225. And it is a second-year Ray Allen. This is a Pop 1 PSA 8, none graded higher. This is best in class. And what do you think that means when you see the highest graded, best copy of a 7 total sales card like this? We're going to ring that damn cowbell. 5,640 is a huge jump over the last sale of 41.59 back in April. So here we are about 5-6 months later, and the card does $1,500 more than the last sale. So all-time record broken right there on that beautiful Ray Allen PSA 8 Star Rubies. I really think there is a place for non-Jordan, non-Kobe, and I'm not saying Jordan, Kobe, and Shaq aren't going to go up. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But the Ray Allens, the Reggie Millers, the Rodmans, the Pippins, the Olajuwons, the Malones, the Ewings. I really believe their tier 1 type cards have a lot of room for growth. I'm not saying they'll ever approach the big 3. I'm simply saying that, again, like if that's a Michael Jordan, that card is probably, 85 or 90,000 or maybe 70,000 or something like that. So maybe 12x is the proper ratio. I have no idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there room for growth on the aforementioned Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famers, top 75 type players that I just named, on their tier 1 stuff, on their crazy, crazy rare stuff? Next, we got a 98 Flair Showcase Kobe Legacy Collection. I've never seen this shit. It's a horizontal. It is serial numbered on the front. Everything about this is weird. The reason I don't know anything about it is because Michael Jordan doesn't have a 98 Legacy Collection. But this one's serial number to 99. It's a Pop 1. There are 9 graded higher, and it does 5760. Next to that, we've got the X-Fractor 288 LeBron James PSA 10 that does 6,000. I think this card did many, many, many magnitudes higher than this back in 2021. You'll have to go check on your own. I didn't look this one up, but I did look up the LeBron James second-year Black Refractor PSA 10. This is a great succulent specimen that we're looking at here. This 2004 Chrome Black is serial numbered to 500. Card number 23, ironically. PSA 10, it does 6,300, and that is, my friends, a little comeback action. We've talked about this on LeBron James cards, that maybe they're starting to get a little movement. He's playing an undefiningly well in his 48th season in the NBA or whatever it is as he approaches age 40. He's doing things nobody's ever done, and while that does not necessarily make him the GOAT, it certainly adds to his the credibility of his resume and his argument, to say the least. This card is a Pop 20. As you can see, the last sale was back in June. It's actually, is that exactly 5 months ago, or is that 6 months ago? Something like that. 6 months ago. 4,620. This one jumps all the way to 6,300. Guys, that's a big jump. 1,700 is a big jump. The card's up 26% over the last year. Or maybe that was 2 years. What was that, 2 years? 2 years. There you go. Good news for LeBron James collectors right there. Let's look up another one. We got to look this up. This is the Giannis. It's a min gem. It's his orange, which was serial number to 60. I love. 2013 Prism. Beautiful cards. There's your Giannis. There's your 9.5. And Giannis making a comeback because he's dunking everything in sight. He's got my Milwaukee Bucks back above 500, fighting for an NBA Cup spot. This card had hit as low as 47.60. The min gem jumps all the way back to 6,300, which is about where it was on the last two sales before that. So at least it's holding steady. Now, if you want to see some really sad shit, here you go. This card once sold for $45,000. So that is the high. $48,000. So we're a far cry. We're about 42,000 short from the all-time high, so we can't ring the cowbell, but a good sign nonetheless that it's bounced back from the lowest price that it's sold for in the last 2 years. 8.5 Jordan does 6,300 for that 86 Fleer. And I want you to pay attention to this 86 Fleer. I want you to pay specific attention to the left to right centering. I'm not going to click in, but you guys can kind of zoom in on your phone or on your desktop or whatever you're watching on. But there's your 8.5 Michael Jordan BGS 8.5. It sold for 6,300. We're going to see a astonishing PSA 9 sale in the very near future in this video on page 1, and I want you to refer back to this BGS 8.5 and look very closely at the centering of this 8.5 compared to that PSA 9. Luka Doncic, Optic Red. Luka finally came back, had a monster game last night. Serial number to 99, Optic Red Auto. PSA 10, Pop 5 does 6,600. Another Chet. This one's not his gold. It's his true RPA, and his true outsells his gold first off the line by quite some margin. This one does 6,900. We got a high voltage 500 Kobe Bryant BGS 7.5 that does 6,900. And we've got a Michael Jordan 96 SPX die cut autograph PSA DNA. It is a 7-card, 8 autograph. This is a Pop 4 with only 7 graded higher. And then we got a Victor Wembanyama Helix Green Geometric. Never ever heard of it. Let's just throw a whole bunch of fancy names in there, make it sound like a science project, like we're going to chemistry lab. This is a 2023 Topps Chrome Helix Green Geometric Wemby Rookie PSA 10 Pop 4, and it does $7,800 with him in his black tank top with no logo, just a black tank top. The Jordan Autofocus BGS 9.5 does $7,800 with no subs on the front. They may be on the back. I guess we can look. Let's go look and see if there's subs on the back. See if this guy did his job. He did his damn job. Mixed gem, 10 for the corners, 9 for the surface. And again, this is not like you have a choice of putting your subgrades on the back. It doesn't work that way. This is just an old BGS label when they used to put the subgrades on the back. Next to that, we got a Kobe Bryant Molten Metal Fusion. These were serial number to 250. This PSA 9 is a Pop 11 with only 5 higher graded PSA 10s. This card does $7,800. There's the card right there. Gorgeous card. You guys know that the Michael Jordan is a Tier 2 hierarchy card. The Kobe probably no different, but there's your Kobe right there. I've got this sorted by date sold, and the Kobe card did well. It's almost exactly what we expected. 74.9, 78, 75, 78, which is really good, but the one difference between Kobe and Jordan, as we see Jordan prices are coming back and sometimes even eclipsing 2021's, is the Kobe has hit much higher than that, although this is pretty close, guys. This is the 3rd highest selling card ever, so that's a great sign for Kobe Bryant collectors. Again, Pop 6, there's 250 of these, but only, 79 have been graded. Interesting data there. Let me know what you think about that. Let's go back to page 1 and let's scroll to the bottom so we don't screw anything up. Here we go. Carrying on, we got a 97 Flair Showcase. This is a Tier 1. It's a Row 2 Michael Jordan, serial number to 100. Good looking, blue collar PSA 8 copy. You're not going to get your PGS 9.5 or your PSA 10 grade premium to take it into a whole nother stratosphere. You can get into Tier 1 Jordan cards for what I'm going to call reasonable prices. I know this is, if you're buying a green Helix Masterpiece Geometric, right, that's one thing, but you could also spend your $8,000 on a Michael Jordan Tier 1 card instead. I don't know if Victor Wembanyama is going to eclipse the resume of Michael Jordan, but if I was a gambling man, you get the point. 8,100 for this Jordan. We do have to look this up, of course. Where is it? There it is right there. There's your card. It's sold twice in history. Once it sold in 2022 for $89.95. The PSA 8 here sold for $8,100. So here's a Jordan card that's actually a really big Jordan card that's actually down from 2022 prices where it sold at fixed for $89.95. Again, apples and oranges because it's fixed versus auction, but it is what it is. Jordan Autograph 1 of 1 from 2010 Upper Deck, North Carolina. I guess that's a product. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. Justin, somebody out there who knows about Jordan autographs, please someone explain this to me. What am I looking at here? 2010 Upper Deck, North Carolina, Michael Jordan. It's a PSA. It's authentic for the card and a 9 for the autograph. Good looking card. Pretty cool card. He's got a nice butterfly collar on there. That was clearly taken back in the early 1980s. 8,100 for that one. Zion Williamson, remember him? I don't, because he never plays for my Louisiana Pelicans. They are the team for Louisiana, but nobody goes to their games because none of their players ever play, and they're in a complete tailspin right now. One of the worst teams in the NBA, and they shouldn't be. There's really no excuse for it. It's just injury upon injury upon injury. And then, of course, the buffet line is an issue for your friend here, Zion Williamson. It's funny how they make him look so lean in this picture, though. Good job to Panini for doing that. 2019 Flawless Gold Zion, serial number to 10. This is a 4-color patch. This is a huge card. This is a beautiful card. $8,400 for this PSA 10 Zion. And next we've got a 97 Bowman's Best Michael Jordan Atomic Refractor. If you guys missed it, I did an Atomic Refractor video. I put it under the Hierarchy playlist on my channel if you guys want to go learn more about the 12 Michael Jordan playing years refractors that exist. This is one of them and one of the fan favorites. This is card number 96 from 97 Bowman's Best. And when you put it in a PSA 10, it's a pretty damn valuable card. There it is right there in all its glory and splendor. The card is sorted by price, and guess what? It's at the top of the list. $8,700 is a huge move over the highest price ever paid, which was a record back in September of $7,200. This one jumps all the way up to $8,700. Again, there's your card. Great looking Jordan card. If we look at the pop report, guys, it's a pop 27. There's only been 206 ever graded. There are 27 PSA 10s. People love atomics. Next to it, we got a Kobe Golden Touch. This card does right on the number, guys. You got to trust me on this. It's an old PSA 10 label, but this card did exactly what was expected. $8,700 sale for this pop 10 Kobe Bryant Golden Touch. These Golden Touches are so damn hard to grade. It's all black around the edges. I don't know if you guys can tell. Here, we can go in. Let's look at it. Let's go in and look at it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you'll see around the edges, it's all black. I know it looks like it's gold, but it's not. There's a black trim around it, and on the back, there's a black trim around it, and you'll see, this is a pretty generous PSA 10 because you can see some of the whitening. You can also see it's clearly not centered right to left on the back. On the front, oftentimes what you'll get, I'm going to click in here. I probably shouldn't because it's going to screw me up, but you'll get some type of, and you can even see it if you look really closely. Do you guys see the foil right here on your screen? This is the stuff you get on the Cajun Cardboard channel. I'm not here kind of crapping on somebody's card because it's a Golden Touch either way, whether it's a 10, an 8, a 7, or 9. But this is what you got to pay particular attention to on this particular year of Golden Touch. And it's not just Kobe, but you can see it's starting to wither and melt away. And I believe that this probably happened after it was placed in the slab. And if you look over here on the other side of Kobe's waist to the right of the card, you can see that foil coming off as well. This is always what you want to look most closely at on these Golden Touches. And then, of course, we talked about it. The back is just rough, man. The back, you can see the edges. It's just really, really hard. I mean, look up here at the whitening on the edges. And again, not every PSA 10 is a PSA 10. Again, I hate doing stuff like this. I'm never the guy where when somebody posts a card on Instagram, I say, you don't deserve the 10 or whatever. But like, that is just a lesson to be learned and just sort of an idea, of what to look for on those Golden Touches if you want to make sure you're buying a pristine, a prime copy. I think that stuff can happen in the slab as well. Next to it, we got a really cool, speaking of Kobe, this is Kobe and Pau Gasol. It's like a mini patch logo man thingy. I don't even know what we're doing here. 2010 National Treasure, serial number to 5. NBA logo tag patch, 1 of 1, none graded higher. It's a 9.5 min gem. It does $9,000. Next to that, we've got the 86 Fleer BGS 8.5. I'm sorry, PSA 8.5. It does $9,000. And then we've got another Legacy Collection Jordan, another Tier 1 Jordan in this week's Fanatics Weekly number 150. This is the 97 row 3 serial number to 100 BGS 8.5. It does $9,300. There's your card. Here it is. It's way up from the last sale of $7,500, way up from the sale before that of $7,625. I'm sorry, I don't have grades in here. That's probably why it's doing this. Let's do 8.5. I think there was only one comp. That's the reason. Yeah, there's only been one 8.5 that is sold on public auction. Let's look at the pop report and see what the general grades are. So this one actually grades really well. There's 30 higher graded than the BGS 8.5. How does it do? How did this do in comparison to a PSA 8? 9,300 is what ours sold for last night. A PSA 8, I don't even have one of those. So is what it is. So I guess we can ring the bell. It's the highest ever sold. It's also the only BGS 8.5 that's ever sold that I could find. 2017 Spectra Spectacular Nebula LeBron James 1 of 1. Just the patch, but a pretty cool card nonetheless. A lot of stuff going on in the back. Willy Wonka loves this one. BGS 9.5 does 9,300. We're moving along to 2005 SP Signature Michael Jordan. This is a PSA 9. No serial numbered on this one, but this PSA 9 is a pop 4. There is 110 out there lurking in the shadows. This 9 does 9,600. This just gives you an idea of the difference in the value, right? It's almost a 2X type deal when you're comparing a North Carolina Jordan autograph, even a 1 of 1 North Carolina Jordan autograph, to a Bulls Michael Jordan autograph. And this is not even a playing year Bulls Michael Jordan autograph. 2008 Exquisite Collection Inscriptions Kobe Bryant, serial number to 24. BGS 9 does 10,200. We've got an Exquisite Collection LeBron patch auto. This serial number to 100. BGS 7.5. It does have a 10 for the auto. It does have a cool patch. It does 11,100. You guys know what's going on with Exquisite. Those are pretty hot right now, albeit some of the sales from that one sale a couple months ago was a little bit dubious, and I think we're seeing that play out now. But nevertheless, Exquisite is hot and always has been, always will be. And then we're moving our way up to the top row. We're getting there. Top 10 for sure. 1999 Ultra Millennium. This is a card that most people aren't familiar with. Serial number to only 100. Great looking Kobe Bryant card with a bunch of basketballs and cages in the background for some reason. I'm sure there's some type of symbolism in there. I didn't really do well in English in high school. I'm just kidding. I did. This is a PSA 10. 13,800 for this Kobe Millennium. I do have it pulled up. There's your card right there. This is sorted by price. And that is an absolute ass-kicking all-time record, and it ain't even close. This card sold for $13,800 last night. That is $3,900 more than the highest sale ever for this card. In fact, if we want to look at a graph, it's going to look bonkers. There you go. There's your graph. If we want to look at the graph over the last, let's look at the all-time graph. Check that graph out. That's what you want your graph to look like. Those are the cards you want to go buy. Pop 19, but it's only sold how many times in history? 8. That just tells you that's a card that people don't want to let go of. Kobe collectors covet that card, the Millennium Men. Not to be confused with the All Millennium, which is a Metal Universe insert set card. 1981 Topps Bird. This is a super action card number 101. 101, calm down, star people. There's other cards that are numbered 101 in a set. This is the Bird. He's got the great Wes Unseld. By the way, great trivia question if you want to impress your friends with some NBA knowledge. The only NBA player to win MVP and Rookie of the Year, and the last NBA player to win MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season, in their rookie season, was Wes Unseld, Louisville great. Wes Unseld. 1981 Topps Bird 101 PSA 10, $13,800. I know I've got that bird pulled up. There it is right there. Pop 19. Somebody figure this out for me. I don't know what happened last night, but this is a card that just sold for $6,500. It more than doubled last night. This sale was really not long ago. This was on November 30th. Let's see. That is what, one day before. So on November 30th, it sold for $6,500. The next day, it sells for $13,800. I don't know about that. Something seems really odd about this. This is so much higher than the average and the low. There's something really weird going on with this. I will be shocked if that got paid. Maybe my little cousin hit the button on that card or something. But that doesn't seem like $13,800 doesn't seem right. Somebody in the comments, tell me what I missed. Again, I'm not going to dive in here and look at the centering and all that crap. It looks really good, but I'm sure the other PSA 10s that sold before it looked good as well. That just seems like an inorganic leap to $13,800. Jordan Upper Deck from 2005, Upper Deck MJ Auto, 1 of 1, MJA 10. I think there's a bunch of these 1 of 1s. It doesn't change the fact that it's a valuable card. $15,000 for that Jordan card right there. 2003 Upper Deck Finite. I've always liked the look of this card. This is the autograph LeBron James rookie auto, PSA 10. $18,600 for that LeBron. We've got a Tier 2 Michael Jordan hierarchy card, the 98 Ultra Platinum Medallion, where he's wearing the ones and yamming on Charles Oakley's face. I think that's Oakley. This BGS 9, it's a serial number to 99, Pop 10, only one higher graded. This BGS 9 did $19,200 last night. There's your card. Did I tell you the card was awesome? The card is awesome. That is an all-time record for a Tier 2 Jordan Platinum Medallion. Monster sale right there. From, what is that? Maybe almost 2 years ago, the card sold for $18,000. And this is what I was trying to explain to you. Look at how the highest prices ever paid for these cards. And this is the difference between Jordan and Kobe and Shaq and everybody else that's in the hobby, is that Jordan's peak was not 2021 necessarily. In fact, we're seeing that on a card like this. You got to go all the way back to 2013 to find a card. This is 23, 23, 23, 24. So Jordan doing things other players are not doing. This is the PSA 9 that I wanted you guys to remember, the BGS 8.5 we looked at. This is the worst centered PSA 9 I think I've seen in quite some time. Sorry, again, I don't always mean to call out cards, but if I see something that stands out, I usually like to bring it up. Again, I don't know who bought it. I don't know who sold it. I don't really care, but that is a horrifically centered PSA 9 Michael Jordan 86 Fleer True rookie card. $20,400 is the interesting thing. The card actually crushed it. That is the highest price paid over the last 1 month, and I think it was the worst centered PSA 9 I've seen in quite some time. That is a really poor centering on a PSA 9, and it jumped all the way up to $20,400. So very interesting sale right there. Very big congrats to the seller. Buyer, I'm not so sure, man. I've seen better PSA 9s, and it may have the greatest corners, edges, and surface you've ever seen, but if that centering's off, it's just really hard to get past that. Nobody grabs a card and says, man, these corners are great. The first thing they look at, especially on an equidistant bordered card like that, is the centering, and it's just hard to get past. Green Kaboom, great. Jason Tatum. Greens were 1 of 1. I didn't know that. I do now. Color match, Tatum, Kaboom, 2023, 5th year Tatum, 6th year, whatever. $22,000. Holy crap, that's a lot. Let's just skip over the Kobe real quick and we'll go back to it. Here's a gold Kaboom, Jason Tatum from his rookie season in 2018. This BGS 9 did $29,000. So you're looking at over $50,000 worth of Kaboom Tatum on this row alone. That is bananas. That is crazy. Those may be records. I didn't look it up, but I would guess. Don't know for sure, but I am going to go out on a limb and guess, and I hope somebody can confirm or deny this in the comments. I would guess, this is just me, again, problem solving and just conjecturing, I would guess the same buyer bought both of those. I would bet that the same person bought both of those and said, you know what, I'm going to be the greatest Jason Tatum Kaboom collector in the world. Here's my chance, and they did it. 98 EX Century Essential Credentials Kobe, serial number to a beautiful 81. This is a BGS 9.5. It's got a matching color gold NBA sticker. It's a Pop 12, none higher, Min Gem, $23,400. Look at that card. This is not the record. I can't ring the damn cowbell, but this card did break the record, so I really want to ring that bell, but I'm not going to do it. So this sale last night was $23,400. The highest sale ever was back in 2021, $26,400. But what I'm getting at is you can see the cert number 682621. Here we go. The highest ever, 681. Same card, okay? So somebody just bought it for $26,000 in 2021. It looks like maybe there was a private sale. I don't know. But it sold today, about 3 years later, for $23,400. So only about $3,000 down. Only about, what is that, 10, 12, 15%, something like that. Not too bad. Not too bad. For that in comparison to 2021 peak prices for Kobe. Again, what a gorgeous, gorgeous card. That is a really good looking card, and I don't collect Kobe. I have no dog in this hunt. We're at our top 3, and here we go. The Noise Boys. If you guys recall, in a Fanatics Premier auction, my good friend Josh Dawson, Northeast Sports Cards, one of the frequent guests on my channel, and a bevy of Michael Jordan card information, sold a 1998 Skybox Thunder Noise Boys NBA Black Sticker PSA 10 for $33,600, which was a VIN record. Well, last night, on December 1st, in Fanatics Weekly number 150, the record was matched. This is, again, all sales, all time, all history. This matches the highest price ever paid, $33,600, and this one did not have an NBA sticker. So the last 2 sales are both records, $33,600. Can't get past that. There's been 4 sales of $33,600 for whatever reason. That is a really interesting math nerd type data right there. 28 sales in history. 4 sales of $33,600 are the record high. Wonder where the next one will sell. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Next to that, we got a 2004 Exquisite Michael Jordan patch auto, serial number to 100, 3-color patch, 10 for the autograph grade, 10 for the centering. This BGS 9 did $40,800. I've got it pulled up. Here we go. If it's by date sold, this is a huge sale. So if you go look at the last sale of a BGS 910 autograph, and it's not the same card, I looked, it's a different patch and it's a different cert number. The last 3 sales, and this is in 2023, so not that long ago, 21.6, and these are all BGS 9, 21.6, 21.6, 21.6, $40,800. Now there is another inorganic jump. Somebody do the research. Somebody let me know, what am I missing? Is this autograph so much better than these autographs? I don't know. This one doesn't have an autograph grade on the front. This one doesn't have an autograph grade on the front. This one does, and it's a 10. The subgrades are 9.9, 8.5, 8.5. These subs are 10, 9, 8.5, 9. So they're much better subs, much better card, whatever. Looking at the pop report, there's 100 of them. Every one has been graded by Beckett. That seems weird. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe they just accidentally didn't put the PSA pop report in there. But this is a big card. It's a great card, but it's not the highest price ever paid, because back in 21, like we were talking about with Kobe, Jordan is also a victim of 2021 bubble year on many occasions. 57.6, somebody opened the pocketbook, and that didn't have a autograph grade on the front either. So I'll let you guys be the judge of why this card went from $21,600 to $40,800. I have no idea, but that is pretty much double, pretty close to double. And then the most baffling thing that's maybe ever happened in my life, I'm thinking of the Bermuda Triangle, I'm thinking of Area 51. I am thinking of a Cajun Clark select starburst looking thing with all kinds of stuff on a card with a bunch of checkerboards. Upper deck, select WNBA draft black finite Caitlin Clark rookie auto 1 of 1 that is authentic, not even graded, sold for $52,800. That is a Tesla for Caitlin Clark. The only thing I knew to do, and let's be very clear, I am not a WNBA fan. I think it is a horrific product. It is impossible to watch if you ever really played the sport of basketball. But I am a huge Caitlin Clark fan, not to the tune of 50 grand, not to the tune of $5, but I am wishing nothing but the best. She seems to carry herself well. She seems to stand out from all other female basketball players in the world. I am a big fan of female athletics. My time is precious, and I choose never to spend 1 second watching the WNBA. I even tried it. I tried to watch that finals game. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I don't know how some of you guys do it. Same reason I can't watch baseball, and everybody loves baseball. I have OCD. But again, when the NBA is on and the WNBA is on, I'm probably going to watch the NBA. It's just the way it is, and I'm sure there's people out there who disagree with me. That being said, I am a humongous fan of Caitlin Clark. Everything about her, she checks every box for a female basketball player, except she can't reverse windmill dunk the ball. But $52,800 is the 3rd highest price ever paid for a Caitlin Clark card. Number 1, and I mean, I don't know if this would switch or whatever, but this is a Panini Instant. And maybe it was just heat of the moment, but this one sold for $84,000 in September. This Bowman University Superfractor, this is not in her jersey. She's wearing some kind of white leisure suit. In this one, she is wearing her Iowa jersey, which is not NBA and it's not licensed. And this one, she is holding up again her Indiana jersey, and it might be the exact same image. In fact, I think it's the exact same image on the Instant as on the Black Finite. But nevertheless, $52,800 for this select Black Finite Caitlin Clark rookie in a mind-blowing blowout. She destroyed MJ. So Caitlin Clark over MJ on this fateful night, December 1st, 2024. Never forget it. I wonder how this will turn out in the long run. Caitlin Clark, Michael Jordan, Tatum, Kobe, Tatum again. Who would have thought Tatum, 20% of our top 10, a really off-center PSA 9 Jordan, a Tier 1 Jordan, the really cool Upper Deck Finite LeBron James Auto PSA 10, really good-looking card there, and then an MJ 1 of 1, although not really an MJ 1 of 1, I don't think, because I think there's numerous MJ A1, MJ A2, MJ A3. I don't know. Somebody else can kind of educate me on that below. And then the Crazy Bird sale, which we aren't even sure about, which I also need some help with in the comments. Okay, that's it, guys. That is it, and gals. That is it for our Fanatics Collect weekly auction number 150 breakdown recap. Remember, all the data that I brought you was shared on using Card Ladder. Go to cardladder.com. Go ahead and get a subscription. It's way too cheap. They are under the collector, under the PSA sort of collector umbrella now. The owners are great folks. They're great collectors, not investors, collectors, and I am an affiliate partner with Card Ladder. So if you want to get a subscription with Card Ladder, make sure when you're at the checkout screen, you use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, so you can tell them Bryan with Cajun Cardboard sent you. In addition, all of the fine cards that you saw sell on this breakdown video on Fanatics Collect, if you use the promo code Cajun, CAJUN, all capital letters, same promo code, and see how that works. When you're submitting your cards to Fanatics for sale, a little fraction of the Fanatics money comes back to support my channel. That is the primary way that I am compensated for the content that I'm delivering to you, which may not be the best content. You may not agree with everything I say. One thing you cannot argue with is that I am the most consistent content creator in the basketball card world. So again, Cajun is the promo code for damn near everything. Cajun. That's the promo code for Card Ladder. That's the promo code for Fanatics Collect. That is the promo code for Basketball Card Fanatics Magazine as well. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I hope you have a great first week of December. It's Advent season. December has begun. It even got cold down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It was in the 30s this week during Thanksgiving. It felt like Christmas, for gosh sakes. And now, all of you people who are way too early, you can put your Christmas trees up. We can do our Christmas stuff. We're going to have some fun. Maybe I'll think of some Christmas-themed content that I can do over the next 30 days. There is some great stuff going on the channel. If you want to, go check out the playlist. Maybe there's some stuff, if you're new to the channel, that you haven't caught. Go check it out. If you got any questions, I'm easy to find. I'm on Instagram. I just bought another Jordan collection yesterday. And, excuse me, I just bought another Jordan collection yesterday. So I'll be going through that collection, curating it, looking at it, grading some of it, selling some of it, moving some of it, keeping some of it. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. I am always looking to buy card collections. It doesn't necessarily have to be Michael Jordan. In fact, this collection has a whole bunch of Kobe's and Iversons and Ray Allens and some other Garnetts and crazy stuff, right? But it is predominantly Jordan. But I'm always looking to buy collections. I love buying raw collections. And yes, I know it's hard to price those, but I have a pretty good success rate of getting deals done with people and treating them fairly, and it's always a quid pro quo. So if you're looking to get out, if you're looking to sell your collection, or if you're looking just to hit the reset button and say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to do this, I need some seed money, I need a treasure chest, I need a treasure trove of money to start over and collect in a new way. Maybe you want to collect only Caitlin Clark now. Maybe you want out of your Jordans and you want into Caitlin Clark because she just won the Fanatics Collect weekly auction number 150. I'm your man. Come sell me your Jordans and I'll help you find your Caitlin Clark cards. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.